Hi everyone, my name is So Young. I'm sorry if I say some words with mistakes. I'm just learning English, and I'm trying my best. I hope you enjoy my short story. Or story is right. I wish you a healthy wake-up call. See this cafe? It's for lonely people. Unfortunately, we have a lot of lonely people in our country. Take me as an example. I grew up in a poor family. My father had a lot of debts and he couldn't stand it, so he just ran away. That was easy. He went out to the market for rice and never came home. Mom spent many days looking for him. We called hospitals and morgues trying to find him through the internet. And one day he sent a message saying he loved us but was too weak to get out of the wolf. That is, the debt. And he just took off. Since then, I've made 2 rules clear to myself. 1, I don't love rice anymore. And 2, I have to find work. But it wasn't that easy. A lot of people looked down on me because I didn't look as beautiful as I should. I had to work on myself first. Learn how to do makeup. After watching tutorials, I put on makeup and went to interviews. But one of the cleaning companies thought I came to seduce, not scrub the floors. I ended up tying my hair in a ponytail, wiped off my lipstick, and went to wash my face in the bathroom at the cafe down the road. While I was washing my face, I heard crying from behind me in one of the bathroom stalls. "Are you all right?" I asked outside the door. Some girl opened the door to me. She was sick, dumped by her boyfriend. I felt sorry for her. I hadn't had much experience at all in calming people down because I didn't have any friends. There was this guy. He was such a crush. I couldn't take my eyes off him, but I left him. I'll tell you why later. This girl hugged me. She was American. Susie. She invited me to have a shot of soju with her. It's rice vodka, if you don't know. And I said yes. I wasn't in the mood anyway. I sat down with her outside under the umbrellas where they make street food. And we ordered tteokbokki, spicy ramen, and fish sticks. Yummy. This is a popular snack in our country. They make it a lot, and you can always eat them hot and fresh. For the next 2 hours, Susie talked about what the guy had done to her. Even I felt kind of cringy. The situation itself was an epic fiasco. Listen, let's just drop the situation for now. I propose we rest. Sure. Have you considered working as a drinking buddy for the evening? No. Why? It's so easy for me to be with you. I'm 25 years old now. You're 20, and I'm not ashamed to talk about problems with you. I heard it's a good job in your country, and you have such a beautiful smile. It's maddening. Clients will fall for it. By the way, I have a friend who owns a place, and he needs someone to work there. I wanted one too, but my first customer wasn't happy. After a half an hour, it wasn't him who was complaining. It was me. Susie set me up with her friend, Minju. He's Korean. He took me on right away. Despite my looks, he said I was nice. And that was nice. I liked him too, but I tried not to show it. I then became friends with Susie. I told my mom I was going to be a waitress because she didn't like that job. Drinking for money with strangers who cry on your vest. Are you trying to embarrass me? What will people say? It's like a prostitute. Ugh. You get the idea. It might seem that way at first, but Min promised he'd keep an eye on my safety. So there I was, working in the joint. My first customer was some man. I had to sit at a table with him and drink, or I could drink water instead of soju. The main thing was to listen to his problems, and that's all. I was paid by the hour, but no intimacy. Everything was friendly. As I said before, we have a lot of lonely people in our country, and a companion is needed for evenings. Drinking alone isn't customary. How many problems do people have? They're all different and, at the same time, similar. One man's wife left him, another woman quit her job because of an affair with her boss, and she lost her property because this new man took it all. And then it turns out that they were all my clients, and I was listening to the problems of 3 people from the same love triangle. I didn't drink the soju. I faked being drunk, and they paid me good tips. One night, Susie came in and said there was news. She'd met a nice new guy. Said they'd already been on a blind date where the introduction took place. She said he was nice. I was happy for her. Her last breakup was hard. I'll introduce you two. You can tell me your opinion. Like I'm your psychologist or something? Bring him to me. I won't take any money, I joked. A couple of days later, I met my last client, put him in a cab, and returned and sat at the table to finish his kem without rice. There was a half-drunk bottle of soju next to me. I had just reached out to put it away when my ex, Shi-woo, walked in. My eyes were square, and I choked and drank what was in my hand. That was soju. I coughed out of surprise, and the vodka poured out of my nose like snot. It was very painful. Shi-woo looked at me, and I looked at him. And then Susie came in. Hey there, what's up? Did the client make you drunk? Ani. Meet my boyfriend, Shin-woo. I wiped my mouth and bowed. Nice to meet you, Shin-woo. My name is Sao-young. He stood like a statue. Susie poked him in the stomach with her hand, and Shin-woo made a bow too. I'll get us some drinks in the meantime. Have a seat at this table, Min. Hi. Susie went off to my boss, and I sat down. With my eyes down on the table, out of habit, I was picking my nails. Do you work here, Sol Chingu? I felt so creepy. I didn't know what to say. It was a thrill to meet an ex you're still torturing feelings for, and with someone else, my only fucking friend. I'm going. Where to? He took my hand as I got up from the table, and then Min came over. He read it in my eyes. He knew Min was my ex. He'd even seen a picture on my phone once when I accidentally left it at work. Min hugged me around the waist, and I was even more embarrassed. Holy shit, are you guys dating? Yeah, sorry. I forgot to tell you. Wow, we have to talk about this. Sit down. Oh no, Susie made this a double date. Ugh, why? I sat in silence all night. I couldn't get a word out. Min knew right away and said we needed some alone time. Min closed the cafe and we left. He decided to walk me home. I stopped by my house and thanked him, bowed, and told him I was going to work tomorrow. But Min suggested I take the day off, saying I wouldn't be able to work properly in this condition. He was right. We were just breaking up and Shin pulled up. I'd left Susie's phone in the car with Sheen. Shit. I had left my phone in her purse when we went out to the bathroom and Sheen brought it over. I was confused and I clamped my lips into Sheen's. I kissed myself without expecting either. Shin quietly handed the phone to Min and left. I was blushing like a cucumber. Tomato. It was thrashing. And Shin made a surprise announcement. I can pretend to be your boyfriend, like tonight, if you want. Yeah, it would be stupid if we broke up right away. I'll pay you. Okay, 10% of the day's receipts. Deal. Do you know how it went from there? As soon as Susie and Shin showed up on the doorstep, Min and I immediately gave each other air kisses. The only thing that made me happy was that the work was going well and I was earning enough. Gradually, without realizing it, Min and I somehow became closer to each other. One night we would text each other before going to bed. We'd make fun of things together, share funny videos, and chat on the phone. And I remembered less and less about Min. One day on my day off, Susie came over. She said she and Min were having a picnic to celebrate her promotion. We went to a cool place, Jeju Island. That's where Shin and I had our first kiss. At first, it was going cool until we had a drink. Susie didn't drink because she was driving, and the three of us decided to just relax. Somehow, quickly we got drunk and decided not to go anywhere and rented a house near the shore. There were only 2 rooms in the house, and I was sobered up from the horror of having to spend the night with men. Can we girls sleep over? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I don't mind. No way. I don't see my boyfriend often enough to spend the night behind a wall. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm against it. And since I'm the driver, my opinion comes first. So Min and I lay down in different corners. I didn't feel comfortable. Min felt it too and didn't say a word. I went out in the middle of the night to get some air, and the wind carried memories of a past relationship to me. I couldn't help but feel sad. Can't sleep either. Oh my god, you scared me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Where's Susie? What? She fell asleep. Said she was tired from the road. Min? He's asleep too. He drank too much. How do you feel about him? Shin, it's none of your business. It's none of my business? You dumped me because you found him. Are you trolling me right now? We broke up because Because what? Susie's voice came from behind us. Did you two date? Oh no, she heard everything. Susie got in her car and drove right out of there. Min woke up from our fight with Shin, ran outside and tried to calm himself down, but I couldn't. I don't want to see you again. Is that clear to you? I lost my friend because of you. That's okay. You still have a boyfriend. He's not my boyfriend. He was pretending because I was paying him for it. Happy? I knew it. What do you mean you knew? You're not her type. It was obvious right away. What do you mean? The guy started fighting, so I packed my stuff and went to find a ride. Min tried to stop me, but I didn't want to see him or Shin. I said some mean things to him and told him that if he hadn't played along the first time, none of this would have happened. Oh, so this is all my fault. Couldn't you have just told Susie that Shin was your ex? Min was right, but I didn't say so. We split up the same night. In the evening the next day, I was supposed to go to work, but I came in with my letter of resignation instead. I handed Min the money for last night, but he wouldn't take it, said it was a bonus for the good profits at the cafe, and took the application back. I wanted to cry, but not because of Shin or even Susie. I was more afraid of never seeing Min again. I wish I hadn't realized that too late. Well, guys, my time has come to an end. Want to know how my story ends? Then write yes in the comments. If I get more than 1,000, then I'll tell you what happened next with Susie, my real reason for breaking up with Shin, and most importantly, what happened next with me and Min. Tell me, guys, did you like my story? Write your opinion about it in the comments below the video. Don't forget to like it, share the video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel.